And that's what you want to do. They want you to build up the muscle memory in terms of being in, building up a good relationship with the ball. And once you get that right, but it also tells, because once you have the ball on your feet, it's very taxing in terms of your level of fitness. So it tests you, and once you are in possession, you can tell from the coach, he's saying, just keep knocking it around. That's the important thing. Build up that rhythm and get yourself into good areas. And I think we saw Makaula getting into a good position, just couldn't hit the target. If you are Evidence Makopa, you would have wished that it was you who gets into that position, hitting the target. That, triggers the confidence levels in terms of your scoring ability. Defensively, when you win the aerial battles, that's quite good. And we're seeing that Nda so far comfortable, Pirates at the back, Munyani on the right-hand side, and the captain himself, Maela. That's pretty comfortable. I think they need to try and have shots on target, which is what we're missing. The keepers have not been tested. Yes, you're building up the rhythm, but at least try and hit the shots on target. Headers on target. That's what we want to see. But so far, so good. Good rhythm on both teams.
All right, the cooling break is longer than normal. They wouldn't expect a cooling break that lasts, but it is a warm one. 34 degrees, and just the rustle that you're hearing on the microphone there is a bit deceptive, because there isn't much of a breeze blowing out there. It is extremely hot, and it's very humid, as you expect in these coastal towns. So a slight breeze that is there, that you are hearing picking up on the microphones, but it is not what you describe as a wind, as windy. Yeah. So, all right, almost time to get back to play. It is preseason, so everyone will be allowed all the time they need, I guess, when you have a cooling break. Don't want to be taking unnecessary risk and risking the players' health. Certainly not in the first outing. By the way, it's a first outing for Orlando Pirates, but for Plymouth, this will be their last game. They've got some preseason action as well planned when they return. They will be returning to England after this match against Orlando Pirates, and that will be they've had most of their training has just been without any match time, but now they're going to get into the thick of their preseason stuff, as Wayne Rooney runs rule over his side. This is now his fifth club as coach, Wayne Rooney, since when his first job was at Derby County in 2020, and he's already on to his fifth job as a coach. So the opportunities are coming thick and fast. He's had 2 stints with 2 different clubs in the US's Major League Soccer, and his last assignment, as I said, was out at Birmingham City. He left there in January, and the club went on to be relegated. So he jumped ship just in time.
Opportune time. I think it's a real test for his journey to become a coach. You tend to learn, and I think he's pretty comfortable so far and grateful to the opportunities given to him. Very few players straight from the game you then want to become a coach. Some of them don't want to even see the field after playing. So his former teammate owns the club. That's David Beckham.
Yeah. It's going to be another tough season ahead. He's taken on a tough assignment, a club that were nearly relegated, so he's got his work cut out if he's to get them up the table in the season upcoming. Winning the ball there is Adam Randall. Long ball, this is good football here. Chance here, but a miscue. A nice little cutback, and he had an opportunity under no pressure. Should have put that on target. First real opportunity on goal there for Plymouth Argyle. and miscued it.
It's preseason. These things happen, but as a striker, it would have helped to boost the confidence when you hit one on target. Good positioning. Just couldn't get that one on target.
Levito. It's evidence Mahopa hasn't had much time on the ball.
He's gone deeper, actually.
Yes, look at how he's out to come all the way to the halfway line to come and get a touch of the ball.
The congestion in the midfield, that's what forces Pirates to play it wide.
It's a very compact field, as I've already mentioned, so it does get a bit crowded there in midfield. But as you said, this is good for preseason action. You want to see the ability of the players to move the ball around. And there's no place to hide in a situation like that.
You've got to be switched on. Your eyesight, your timing, your first touch as well. And when you've got the ball, you've got to at least have about 2 or 3 options when you are in possession. So it's a real, pre-season test for players.
I tell you what, pre-season isn't what it used to be. Brian Mate, I'm very interested in knowing what your pre-season was like in the program in your day. You've got Sundown, you've got Orlando Pirates that are in Spain here.
Yeah.
Mamelodi Sundowns jetted out to Austria.
Yeah.
Well, they'll be having their training season. Kaizer Chiefs are currently in Turkey. So, yeah. We already had last season a team like TS Galaxy that also had their time out in Turkey. So clubs are making the investment in these exercises. Certainly don't come cheap.
Yes, I'm glad you're mentioning that. Back in the days, the team owners just owned taxis. So there were no luxuries to try and fly wherever that you wanted to fly. It was straight back into the ground that you use for games, and then you train there until your level of fitness are at the level where the coaches are pretty happy. And
there wouldn't have been any off-season program given you to follow.
No, those things
you used to come back 2 sizes bigger than you were before at the end of the season.
Fortunately. We were allowed to play in friendlies back in the different classes that we were. So somehow it never stopped with us, because you went back to Kasi and then you'll knock the ball around and you maintain your fitness.
And hope you don't get injured.
But you also had guys that were pretty much inspirational in approach to their game. The late Nick Bazuka Sishweni was such a player who always said, guys, don't stop. It's meant continue. There was this concept of running roadwork. Go 10-kilometer run, do short sprints and kick the ball around. So we didn't lose that much fitness because we continued to play.
Such discipline.
Yeah, it's a discipline.
On your own.
On your own.
I doubt that these players these days would be able to do that without the strict programs that they're told to adhere to. Here's a player who can hit the ball from far, Levito, but didn't get a hold of it. Scored that famous his first goal for Orlando Pirates, and probably that I don't think he'll ever score a better goal than that in the remainder of his career with Orlando Pirates. Here is Saleng. He's looked busy now, looking to test. Oh, good stuff here from Saleng, turning his man inside out there, Saxon Early. But he stuck to his task, that Saxon Early. That's very good work, defensive work from Plymouth Argyle.
I thought Saleng overdid that drill, because there was a point where I felt when he made the 10, he could have played the cross. But I think he was enjoying what he was doing.
Having too much fun. Here we go. Early change here now for Plymouth. Argyle, Frederick Isaka, 17-year-old, is the player checking in. Frederick Isaka, who hails from Wales. He's an attacker, plays on the right-hand side. He's also come through the youth structures of Plymouth Argyle. Will be turning 18 at the end of this month. So just bringing on another teenager. Caleb Roberts, the number 34, out there as well. So it's an early change. We are anticipating that there will be a lot of changes. Word from Orlando Pirates camp is that they want to have almost a different 11 in the second half. So we'll see how that goes. And it makes sense. You want to give everyone a bit of a run. This is their first outing.
I'm sure the viewers in South Africa who are watching this will be looking forward to seeing, you know, a buffet of players that will be given an opportunity to come through. Family members are watching, and you can only imagine the conversations. You say, my son is in Spain, so let me go watch this. So mom wants to see you in the field of play, or wifey wants to see you, or the kids wants to see you in the field of play.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Maroba. Very organized in defense, Plymouth Argyle. Was that offside? Oh, referee, no, the flag stays down. Very good ball, and a chance here. Managed to keep it out.
Did it not cross the line? I'll be interested to see that again.
Well, you won't get to see it again, of course. But unfortunately, and also, there's no VAR.
I know, I know. But what a move. Orlando Pirates all started on the right-hand side. Threaded it through onto the center. Seems to be enjoying themselves. When this man drops deep, Tito, they call him Swangani, he starts making things happen.
This is a magnificent facility, the Mabea Football Center, and features a lot of several training grounds. As I said, provide facilities as the keeper gets down well to make the save. Pirates asking a couple of questions just in the last 5 minutes.
More like it. Cooper is being tested. Now it's their turn. Plymouth a guy to see what they conjure up. It's Maela under pressure on that left-hand side.
Mo. Please call Mo. Here's an opportunity. Another corner for Plymouth. This is their second corner of the game. Pirates yet to have a corner. And you see, if you read the signal, let's see where this one goes. It's a far post. And over hit that one. Bit of a wasted one. It'll frustrate the big men, the centre backs, who have to now trot all the way back there.
I'm also thinking, if you play an outswing, is it a better option? My answer is no. An inswing is better for any defender to attack the ball, because when it's played as an outswing, to connect with it, you've got to have some technique. So it's always tricky.
Pressure, great pressure placed here. Could be a chance here for Plymouth Argyle. What a save from Sipho Chain. And that was the press applied to good effect by Plymouth, and a real let off there. In fact, a save from Chain. Who was it that lost the ball there, or who was caught on the ball?
Now, here's the difference so far. If you look at both teams, for Pirates to get the ball into the box, they have a couple of touches before they get it in there. The difference, though, is when Plymouth guy get the ball, they get it into the box quicker, and they're starting to force saves out of Chain, who's so far doing well. So that's the difference. For Pirates to get it into the box, there's a couple of touches which they do. For Plymouth guy, it's more about the economics of saying, let's try to get it quicker into the box. Let's try and force a save out of the keeper.
Certainly really is a tester. Temperatures now at 37 degrees. So yeah, they really are getting a proper workout. 36 degrees Celsius humidity. Not as bad as it could be potentially in these parts of the world. Now, Olisanda.
That's where, as a player, the ice bath after the match. Could it be goal? Yes.
Oh, there
yes.
we go.
No? Yes.
Yes, it's given.
It's given.
And it's Pirates that make the breakthrough then. Plymouth Argyle have come closest to score. In fact, Pirates had a great opportunity about 10 minutes ago, which they didn't convert. But now they do get one past the keeper, Michael Cooper. And that one this time is given.
Well worked down the right-hand side. Always tricky for defenders and the keeper to deal with a cross that's played in between the defense and the keeper. Easy for the person that's attacking, because all you need to do is just to change direction of the ball, and then because the keeper would have been bypassed at the time. So it's a good showing so far for Pirates.
Just confirm for you in a moment who got the final touch there.
I think it's evidence Makupa could be wrong, but
yeah, I was also thinking Makupa. Apologies though, of course we won't have a replay for you. This is pre-season action. This is essentially a training match, so don't have the full kit out there. And now here is a chance for Plymouth to get back on level terms immediately. Great work again defensively from around the Pirates, and now this time it's drilled past the keeper. And a big cheer from the holiday makers in Plymouth Green there in the stands, and it hasn't taken long for them to draw a level.
It's always easy to concede a goal when you've just scored. Why do I say that? The level of excitement is still pretty high. You get too complacent, and that's what happened now with Orlando Pirates. I think they scored, they sort of let their guts down, and the defending wasn't good enough, but good response from Plymouth Argyle to come back, bounce back as quick as they've done. So lessons learned by Orlando Pirates so far.
So 5 minutes to go to the break. It's 1-1, and Pirates lead lasted all of 1 minute. Very good response. Now Saleng have to do it all again to Orlando Pirates. Oh, a great save! Appeals there. They're looking for appealing for a penalty. Are the Pirates players? No can do.
Listen, I think if you look at both teams so far, it's the same scenario. The Plymouth guy just scored a goal, and again they're very complacent at the back. Good response by Orlando Pirates. It's opening up. I think players are getting sharper and sharper in terms of going forward. Keepers are being tested.
So just evidence Makopa giving Orlando Pirates the lead in the 39th minute, and a minute later the equalizer for Plymouth coming from Isaka, the 17-year-old, I beg your pardon, the 17-year-old who came on as a sub, Frederick Isaka, equalizing for Plymouth Argyle as we're near halftime. Oh no, it came off his own man there. Now Olisanda helps himself to a second. Now the floodgates have opened. Pirates go back in front.
Yes. I think both players are getting sharper. The belief is there. They're taking the chances that they're creating. And to see Nda profiting from a corner, it's a good response himself as well, Orlando Pirates. You could ask the same thing in terms of Plymouth guy to say, you scored and suddenly you got complacent because you conceded that early as well. Good response by Orlando Pirates. So it's an open game.
2-1, Pirates go back in front. It's a goal that Olisanda would have enjoyed.